Hello guys, welcome back to the Francis. Guess what time it is? Pot roast time. Yes? Pot roast time. I'm going to pot roast a piece of pork for Mr. Francis because guess what? I don't eat pork, but I'm going to cook it for him. So come back with me when I start the process. So I already gone and washed my pork in some vinegar and water. And I'm going to make some indentation in the pork. It's 4 pieces of pork. We don't really get good pork over here, so we have to take what we get. But this piece of pork, we saw it and Mr. Francis wanted to buy it so I can pot roast this for him. He liked the skin. It has skin and not too much fat. So I said, okay, this one can work. I do this because I want the season to go between the meat, between the skin, in the meat and all of that. So, for all the seasoning that I'm using, I use 1 teaspoon except pimento seed and the ginger. So, I use ground ginger, half a teaspoon, and I use half a teaspoon of the crushed pimento. But for all of the other seasoning that I use 1 teaspoon. Smoked paprika, oxtail seasoning, accent seasoning, Old Bay, Slap Your Mama, garlic powder, and my Maggi all-purpose. All of them 1 teaspoon. So I'm going to put this on my pork. Mix it all together already. I'm going to put it on my pork. Then I'm going to sprinkle some rosemary on it. Not a lot. Then I'm going to put some thyme flakes. And some parsley. Some dried parsley flakes. There we go. Then I'm going to put some jerk seasoning. Spur Tree Jamaica jerk seasoning. I'm going to use like a tablespoon. I'm just using a little because it's not jerk pork. I'll do that in another video. But I like it to have a little jerk taste. My pot roast. So that's why I didn't use a lot. So that I'm going to put some soya sauce. I'm going to put 1 tablespoon soya sauce. And I'm going to put 1 teaspoon browning. You don't want to put too much browning because remember it's pot roast. You don't want to put too much browning. But I don't like my meat to be white, so I'm just using a little browning. And remember the soya sauce is in it. I'm going to rub all of that together. Make sure your hands are clean. Make sure that the seasoning gone in those little small indentation that I did. Make sure all of it is rubbed in properly. I haven't done pot roast in a while. Oh my God, it's a long time. Look at this, people. Isn't that lovely? Yep. I'm going to let this sit and marinate for like around 2 hours. Or you can do it for overnight, but 2 hours. Because I'm going to cook dinner for Mr. Francis to get when he comes home. So I'm going to let it marinate for about 2 hours. And then we'll come back. Pork is finished marinating. I marinated it for 2 hours. I'm going to start my pot roast. So, see my big pot? Yes. My son bought me this pot before I even came over here. Because he know I like to do a lot of cooking. I'm going to put a little oil in the pot. See my pork? Well seasoned, well marinated. Yep. Look at that. I'm going to put it in the pot now. After you put it in the pot, you cover it. Because it's going to steam. Yes, it's going to cook very slowly. And this takes like 2 hours to cook. Depends on how soft the pork is. So, I'm going to cover my pot. And each time I turn it, I'll come back to you. Make sure that the flame is not high. Yes, you don't want an high flame to cook. You just want just enough to cook your pork because it's a pot roast and it's going to take a little while because you have to keep turning it, okay? Check back with me when I make the first turn. Alright people, we're going to make the first turn. Look at that. You saw pork spring its own oil. Look there. Wow, this is lovely. Yep. That's how the pork over here is so fat. Yep, it's bringing its own oil. Because I didn't put a lot of oil in the pot. Yeah. But isn't that beautiful? That's the first turn. I'm going to cover it again. So you know, most of this oil I have to throw it out when I'm going to cook it down. Yeah, but I'm turning it now. Let's cover it again. Alright, check in people, we're going to turn it again. See? Coming on nicely. Bringing its own oil and water. So I did not pour any water in it as yet because it has enough water in it and oil. So I'm going to go ahead and cover it again. So this is the pot right now. We are going to put a little water in it. Not a lot of water, just enough. See? And then we are going to cover it. Look how pretty it is. Wow. People are going to check the pot again. Look at that. Coming on nicely. See? It's getting softer. Look at the skin. It's getting softer. Still have a little way to go, but not too long. Look at that. Let's give it a turn. See the bone coming off? Look at that, man. Oh, boy, I love pork, but pork don't love me. Look at that. Are we going to pour a little more water in it? Alright, people. Thank you for staying with me. Look at the pork. It is cooked. It is so soft. Look at that. Oh, my God. Look. See? Cook, 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 cook. So we're going to put in... I'm going to use the same little water to make some gravy. I'm going to take out the pork a little just to do my gravy because I don't want my pork to get crushed. I'm going to take out the pork so I can make the gravy. And then when I make the gravy, I'm going to put back the pork in the gravy. Ooh, look at that, people. Oh my God. Look at this. Yes. This is the pot roast pork. I'm going to make the gravy and then I'll put it back in. For the gravy, I'm going to use 2 stalks of scallion. I'm going to use 1.5 carrot. I'm going to use half of chocho. We call it chocho in Jamaica. They call it what? Coyote over here. And then I'm going to use half of a big onion. And I'm going to use some sweet pepper. Yes. I'm going to cut it up and then I'll come right back to you. So I'm going to put in all my seasoning. I forgot to tell you guys, I'm going to put also 1 small Irish potato in it. So here I go. So I'm going to put a little water also in this, so the season can be cooked. So when everything is cooked and dry down, I'm going to put back my pork in it. Okay, everyone, let's check the seasoning. I got a phone call, so I couldn't get the video. My seasoning is cooked, and I went ahead and I put in some more seasoning to taste. So it's up to you what you want to put for taste. But I use some accent seasoning, a little Maggi all-purpose, and some Old Bay. And after which I put a little ketchup in it and a little sugar. About a teaspoon of sugar. Yes, I like a little sugar in my roast pork gravy. Look at it. See? Beautiful. I'm going to let it come down a little more and then I put in my pork. So when I'm going to put in my pork, I'll come right back to you guys. Okay, everyone, I'm going to put in back the pork because the gravy is ready. Okay, let's come a little closer. Look at that, people. Look at that. Okay, everyone. I'm going to give it like 3 minutes and then I'm going to turn off my flame. So, people, the pot roast pork is finished. Mr. Francis came just in time. And him couldn't ever wait. Look at it. Look at that. Him say, you know, how long him a wait for it?
How long me wait for that boy, yeah? Me go have him now.
One big piece him take. Him say him no want cut it at all. He want one big piece himself. Yes, he wants one big piece for himself.
Yeah,
Look at that.
Tastes good. Tastes good.
Yep.
This is a wife dinner.
Look how I go down in the food. Pot roast pork. Yeah, look at that. Make we go close. And then the part where him love the skin. I mean, I tell you, say a long time we don't get any pork over here. We have the skin. And a good skin. It's not full of too much fat or nothing. So, him love pork skin. Look how I go down in it. How it tastes, Francis?
Good. I'm speechless now. I ask me no more questions. I eat the pork for more than 4 years now.
4 years. Yeah, man. So, people, you see? Pot roast pork. It's very simple. It just take a little time.
Rice good.
The rice good, eh? Rice and peas, pot roast pork, and a little cucumber and some salad, or eating tomato as you might call it. Yes. So please, this is the end of the video. I'm going to have mine. I don't eat pork, so I make some curry shrimp for myself and a piece of sliced fish fillet. I'm going to have that for my dinner. So, I'm asking you, please, like, share, and comment. People, if you don't comment, the algorithm won't push out the video. So, please, I'm asking you if you could comment and share the video. And like up the video, man. And just press the subscription button. Please subscribe. I'm asking you. So until the next video, I am out. That is it from the Francis. Eat good food and make belly boss. Look at Mr. Francis. Almost finished. Oh, and I forgot to mention I make some beetroot and carrot juice. So he's having his dinner with some carrot juice with beetroot. Yeah, tell me your taste. Long time. Bring back all memory, eh? Sunday dinner at Jamaica.
Yeah.
Good.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Wonderful.